it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here to do a really quick process video for you. I was inspired by a layout that I saw on Pinterest from L Studios by Melissa Mann. I really love her style, and I just loved the idea of focusing on two photos and then doing some fun little banners with some of my scraps that I've had in my scrap bin for quite a while. So the first thing I did here was I took this piece of Amy Tan, and I do believe it's from the Rise and Shine collection. And then I added this other piece here. This is from the Hello Lovely collection, and I believe that that's a Fancy Pants. I can't quite remember the actual manufacturer, but I know that the collection is called Hello Lovely. And then I'm going to just grab the rest of everything else is scrap, so I couldn't really tell you what they were. But I have these two photos that I have been trying to scrap for a really long time. And what they are is Jackson getting to witness it snowing for the very first time. So when he was a baby, I believe when he was 2 months old, it did snow a little bit, but obviously it was nothing that he would have been able to interact with, so I didn't really count that. And so I'm going to make this his first snow experience. Not much happened here. He just kind of looked outside, watched what it was doing, felt the cold breeze, the crispness that it was, and then he wanted to go back inside. So it's not like he played in it or anything, but he still got to experience it. So I just wanted to document it so I could put it in his album of firsts. So as you can see, I just took all of the little strips that I had most of these are from 6x6 pads, and I just cut them to about 1.5 inches, and then I'm just trying to layer them the way I think that they'll look pleasing in a pleasing way to me. And what I'm going to do is just fishtail them, turn them all into banners, and that'll magically get done because I didn't think anyone would want to watch that. And then with that, that's the basis of my layout. So I'm really liking that, but I'm realizing there's a whole lot of white space on my right side and I'm not loving it. So I'm just going to simply turn this into, instead of a 12 by 12, to a 12 by 9 by 12, I guess is what you would call it. I'm a little obsessed with 9 by 12s right now. I think within this month, I've done 5 of them. So there's something about that size, if you're doing something with a lot of white space, that I like it. It's pleasing to my eye and I really enjoy the look that it brings. My only challenge is I don't scrapbook chronologically. So now that I've scrapped this layout, my next layout I'm going to have to make sure somehow fits within his album, is a 9 by 12 as well. So I don't know if that'll mean just some random photos in there. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that, but it does make it a little bit trickier. I have to put a little bit more thought into what photo I'm scrapping when I do it, but like I said, I've really been enjoying it, so I'm going to keep doing them. You'll probably see a lot of them from me in the next little bit because it's kind of been my go-to thing, so I hope you don't mind that. And then what you can see is I'm also grabbing this little chipboard sticker that says love. It is from the Miggy Holmes collection. I believe that was it was an open book. It was the one right after that, and of course I can't think of what it is, so I apologize. But I grabbed it because I was watching Hannah do her 2-page spread layout, her very first one in her series, and she used it, and I loved the way she had used it, and it inspired me to finally pick it up and use it myself. So I've had it on the chipboard thing for a really long time, and I hadn't touched it, so thanks Hannah for inspiring me to use up a piece of my ephemera. The other thing I'm going to do is go into my little goodies and just pull a few more little bits of flair. I call them flair. I think one of them's a chipboard, like a wood veneer piece, and the other one is like an epoxy. I just call them all flair because to me they are. I also went through all of my Project Life cards and just grabbed one that I could do a lot of journaling on. I wanted to show you how I store them. I don't have a lot of Project Life cards. I only have what fits inside a Shutterfly picture case thing. So you saw that little orange, that's all I have. I don't have any more than that, and my goal is to never have any more than that. I don't do a lot of Project Life. I may be doing it next year, but that's a different story. So I don't have a lot of it, and I like it condensed like that. The other part I'm going to do with this layout is add my title, and obviously because it's his first snow and it's going into his album of firsts, I just simply call it what it is and title it First Snow. It's kind of a repeating thing within this album that every single layout has to have the word first in it. So I'm just kind of following through with that. I use these really cool silver sparkly. I loved it because it reminded me of snow. And I also used up, I have these awesome Amy Tan little smaller alphas that are in teal. I love these things. I am getting really close to the fact where I'm not sure how many more words I can spell with them, but I love them and I keep using them and I'm gonna use them until I can't spell anything because they're the perfect font and the perfect size. You can see my journaling there too. Again, just kind of talked about how he watched it and then wanted to go back inside. And my final piece here is I'm going to add this awesome little piece. It's actually the backing for some tags that I got, and I'm just going to use it to anchor my photos there. And then that is going to basically wrap up my layout. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I will have a close-up and then that'll be the end of my layout. So thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon. I should be up with another Get Sketchy for next Saturday, so stay tuned for that as well. Thanks everyone. Bye.